Good afternoon to all YouTube subscribers. I'm Justin Fleming. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, January 9th, 2018. I'm here to read all of you my review on today's Young and the Restless. Now today's Young and the Restless was getting really off to a good start, so I'm going to read to all of you today my review. At the club bar, Victoria and Devon discussed Brash and Sassy branching into Europe and expressed relief that Aunt Abby's cat fight didn't make the news. Devon notes Hillary's been taking the high road. Vicky mentions the incident with Graham and Dina, and Devon's stunned. In the dining room, Phyllis and Hillary talk about Sharon and Abby's cat fight. They glance over at Scott, and Hill wonders why they fought over him. Is it the hair? After Hamilton Winters, Scott tries to talk Devon into buying hashtag. Devon wonders if he's there because Abby wants him out of her face. Scott expects Victor to punish him through the magazine. Devon agrees to consider it. Then at the Chancellor Mansion, Kane tells the twins that JT is also staying there. Maddie brings up Reed. JT tells her she was brave to call the police. Maddie reveals Reed won't communicate with her. And Kane says if he can't forgive her, that's on him. After JT asks Kane to stop acting like Reed's some serial killer, kids act out. Kane learns Max served JT with the divorce papers when he delayed his trip back to Washington due to Reed's DUI. Kane complains about Lily going to Paris and JT stays. He sounds like an insecure idiot. Kane rushes out. JT texts Reed, who comes over. JT calls Maddie down. Reed accuses her of ruining his life and defends herself. Charlie intervenes and Maddie tells Reed she didn't want you to lose him. Reed snarks, "How did that work out for you?" In the Newman break room, Abby tells Lily that Kane deserves to sweat and wait a bit longer. But Lily worries it is the last chance to save her marriage. In Victoria's office, she informs Devon they intend to keep hashtags so they can spin things. Devon questions if they can control Scott and reveals he pitched him. Vicky's sorry he wasted his time. Devon grins. It's never a waste to watch her in action. Leaving, Devon spots Lily and is irked to hear Kane wants her to skip Paris. Later, Scott runs into Abby, who mocks him for trying to sell hashtag. After Scott goes, Abby tells Victoria she hopes to forget his name in Paris. She meets up with Lily, who complains forgiving Kane is as much as her as it is about him. Abby thinks that makes sense and has a stop to make. Next one. Mariah and Chelsea both check in with Sharon at Crimson Lights. Sharon hatches a plan to demonstrate she's fine. "I want to have a party." Mariah and Chelsea look wary, but they agree to show up. Once alone, Sharon phones Hillary and invites her in to get the word out that's all well in her world. Then at the club, Hillary asks Phyllis if she'd like to join her at a party. Then at Sharon's place, Mariah is upset when Tessa arrives for the party. Sharon justifies inviting her, then answers the door, and Hillary is taken aback. She brought fillers. Awkwardness ensues when Hillary attempts to make nice with Chelsea. Sharon recaps that Scott cheated on her. She's celebrating dumping him and moving on. She has her family, friends, and job, and Hillary did spread the good news. Phyllis is surprised when Hillary explains she brought her for healing. Phyllis indicates Sharon. With her, Hillary wants them to all find forgiveness together. Phyllis and Sharon thinks it's a bad idea. Hill points out they're already agreeing. As their relationship is rehashed and the situation deteriorates, Phyllis warns Chelsea to watch Sharon doesn't get her hooks back into Nick. Hill continues peacemaking and as Chelsea scoffs, the doorbell rings. It's Abby. She wants to speak to Sharon alone, but is invited to stay in her peace in front of everyone. Abby issues an apology for having sex with Scott and for Ryan and Faith to get dragged into it. Phyllis points out it's not all on Abby, and Hillary rejoices, and this pertains to his own history with Sharon. Sharon accepts Abby's apology but she warns she won't get an invite to her next party. Next one. At Crimson Lights, JT recaps Reed's ill-fated meeting with Maddie to Victoria and Michael, who warns about the repercussions Reed's facing. After Michael goes, JT thinks Victoria's disappointed Reed won't go to jail, while she cautions he can't be their son's buddy. His laid-back attitude is sending the wrong message. JT counters if she keeps treating him like a bad kid, at some point he'll stop trying to prove her wrong. Kane arrives at Newman looking for Lily, who's not there, and tells Scott he came to ask her something, but he got his answer. At the Chancellor estate, Lily shows up looking for Kane, who's not there. She tells the twins she'll miss them. Okay, now let me give all of you my final thoughts on today's show on Young and Restless. First of all, Reed needs to shut up about Maddie ruining his life. Maddie didn't ruin Reed's life. He did that to him, to his damn self. He needs to shut up. Just shut up. I mean, Reed needs to look in the mirror. Maddie didn't ruin his life. He did that to his damn self. I know all of you agree with what I said about Reed. He did that to him. His actions did that, not his actions did that, not Maddie. He's the one that got himself in trouble with the DUI. And Mariah, why should she get upset with Tessa? Why in the world should she get upset with Tessa when she was trying to steal her from Noah? She needs to get over herself. I mean, Tessa does not want you. She wants Noah. When is she going to realize that? When is she going to realize that? I really hope. I mean, I know the writers are going to try to put them together, and I know some of you aren't going to like it. I know some of you think it's really stupid, and I know some fans say that they might put Devon and Victoria as a couple. Some of you might say that because all of you saw how they were talking. And what about in Phyllis? How is she giving advice about their hooks into someone? How? And you know what? And Sharon, and you know what? And Phyllis, she said you heard Phyllis say to Hillary about Sharon with her. You know, Phyllis, she needs to you need to shut up, because you the one that slept with Sharon's ex-husband Nick, that is. But Sharon, so get over it. Just get over it. And what about what else? What else? I think do you think Lily should just do you think Lily should just forgive Kane? I mean she cheated on Kane with that guy Joe. And I hope they don't put Nick and Sharon back together. I really don't hope they don't put them back together. I really don't. So that's my little review on today's Young and Restless. I'll be doing a little review on Bold and Beautiful in a few hours. So subscribe to me, Justin Fleming. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Hit like, make a comment on my video. And in a few minutes, or a couple of hours, I'll be doing a review on Bold and Beautiful. Today's Bold and Beautiful. So subscribe to me, Justin Fleming. Have a good afternoon. I'll be doing a review on Bold and Beautiful in a few hours. Subscribe to me. Peace. I'm out of here.